I already had a lot of previous experience with YouTube, so I have not really learnt a lot more about it during this project, but I think I used it well and appropriately. However, at the start of the research and planning phase, I was reluctant to use it as I was shy to speak in front of the camera all the time and much preferred typing. I now understand that watching a video is much more entertaining than reading, and that is why later on in my blog you can see more YouTube posts. SlideShare was completely new to me at the start of the course. I'd never heard of it, but my teacher told me about it, and I used it a lot over the duration of my research and planning. It allows you to upload PowerPoints you can then use to embed then use the URL code to embed into your blog. I even ended up using it for history revision. As for Canva is a website allowing you to make really quick and simple graphics, which can be downloaded as .png files to display on your blog. I haven't heard about it before the course, and it definitely became more efficient at using the software over time. At first I struggled with making the graphics, but towards the end I was very good at it, even making my own billboard. I've since gone on to use Canva outside of the course for my other projects that I do outside of school. As for pie charts and mind maps, I used the website imageflip.piemaker to create my pie charts, which were used to summarise my questionnaire results. The software was easy to use and I had no difficulties. For mind maps, I used the website mindmeister.com. It was very easy to use and a creative way of summarising all of my ideas into one image. I used Microsoft Word if I wanted to jot down any quick ideas I had for my blog or planning the film. I also originally wrote the script on there before uploading that to Celtx, which transfers words into a script simply, and then uploading that to Scribd. This was all really easy and I had no problems. Facebook. So our group used a Facebook group chat to attempt to find actors for our film, which worked as Owen Jones convinced his brother and his girlfriend to act in our film. We tried to hire other actors, but they weren't interested or dropped out at the last minute. As a group, we communicated and organised things over Facebook, for example filming dates and permissions. Here are some examples of this. As for filming and cameras, with previous experiences in photography, filming was not an issue for me, and I knew the camera Canon 700D pretty well, being the owner of a similar 1100D myself. I had filmed bits and pieces previously, but not taken it as seriously as a proper media film. However, I thought I did a pretty good job of directing the film and filming it. I've certainly learnt a lot about filming through creating the film, as in what makes a good shot, but I also had a lot of fun doing it. It was certainly a step up from the prelim where we used a basic flip-up camera, which is obviously very simple and I had no issues using either. As for tripods, they're used to steady a shot. I had no problem using a tripod as I had previous experience in photography with tripods. Below is a picture showing the difference between using a tripod and no tripod. It makes the camera stiller, so it is able to focus on minute details, making a crisper image. As for post-production, I used Adobe After Effects to create the titles for our film opening. At first I struggled with the software as I'd never used it before. I began grasping how to make titles, starting off with basic text before delving into animations. This took a while to get the hang of, but I overcame this barrier by watching YouTube tutorials and asking for help from other students and staff. I also had problems exporting the titles, which I spoke about in a video here. And this can also be found on my blog, all these videos. Anyway, after overcoming these problems, I think I ended up producing some quality titles and was proud of what I created. Reflecting upon how I used After Effects, I would say that I became better as I spent more time on the software and becoming more familiar with it. This in the end made me very efficient and I can make a good set of titles fairly quickly. So Premiere Pro. To edit the film together we used Adobe Premiere Pro. I picked up how to use the software really quickly, but there were some things I couldn't do. I could easily do the basics such as cut the video up and get the timing correct between scenes. Continuing to use the software meant I became better at it and I could edit faster and more efficiently. Honestly, I didn't use GarageBand too much as the other two people in my group made the music in our film, so I can't comment on my experience with GarageBand. And that's it, thank you.